Isabelle, the past few years with you have felt like a dream. And for me, it's never been a question of if we'd get here, but when. And that got me thinking about fate. We met in St. James Elementary School. Don't need to say the name of the school, just say elementary school. We met in elementary school, got to know each other in high school, started dating in college. We don't need to say any of this. I remember this one journal article you told me about that theorized that time is constant and that the future and the past all already exist, always have, always will. And that we as consciousnesses are just being moved through in little slices of now. And if I'm right in remembering that, it means two things. One, that I'm a good listener, haha. And two, that life is basically like a film. It's all set, beginning, middle, and end, and all the characters have no choice but to go through frame by frame. And there are moments where you laugh, moments where you cry, moments where you get bored, moments where you fall asleep, and then there are your favorite moments, moments that you wish you could rewatch over and over and over again. And for me, my favorite scene of the movie is waking up next to you. And I've rewatched that scene for the past 5 years, and I'm still not bored of it. Which I can say if nothing else other than the Hoth battle sequence in Empire Strikes Back. And so if all of this is true, and life really is an unchanging film, all I can do is really, really hope that you'll make today my new favorite scene. And so with all of this being said, Isabelle, will you...
Benjamin?
Hi.
Hey, Benny.
Benjamin, wake up! You're 7 years old, you fell asleep in math class, and all of this has just been a bad dream. Oliver? Okay, good.
Oliver, come on. Benjamin's closing in.
We've got a lot to tell her about. Yeah, but then maybe we could watch Lumber Sweats and the Sweet Meat Chronicles.
The what? You've never heard of Lumber Sweats?
I mean, I've been kind of busy. Oh, right. Well, it's my favorite show, so I think you'll like it. Cool. Okay, Mrs. Hills. I got him.
We're going to bring you back. We need to plan how to move forward as soon as Oliver is ready.
What?
The apple. Put it in your pocket. Don't let him see it. Not yet.
Okay, Oliver. You ready? Oh, very dramatic.
What? You, just then. You ready, Oliver? Very good. What was that?
All right, come on, boys. We need a plan.
PowerPoint.
Oh, I'm well aware.
In order to safely bring Quinn back into this dreamscape, your reality, we need to make sure that he's entirely relaxed before he bites into the apple. And so I've made some more dank memes for the occasion. Given your history with jokes, Benjamin, we will be leaving this one to Oliver.
Wait, Oliver's coming? But they only know me.
They only know you as part of the Jasper cult. Quinn has obviously moved on from that business, so we have to make it clear you've moved on as well. Oliver can be your new normal friend, a distraction to make Quinn more comfortable.
Okay, when do we start?
Tomorrow.
What? No, we need to do this now. The sooner we do this, the sooner I get to go back to my
I've
life.
been lying to both your mothers that you've each been at a sleepover with the other. It's time you actually showed up somewhere. You'll be sleeping at Benjamin's tonight.
I call dibs on the bed.
What? Wait, no, it's my
already called
house.
dibs.
It's mine.
They were like literally a cult for a baby on Pampers packaging. Weren't they like weird?
I don't know, kind of. They were actually pretty nice. Those two guys, Alex
Oh
and
yeah, they
Ryan,
seem
though.
like jerks.
Yeah.
They were Jasper's half-brothers, right?
Or step-brothers? I don't know, it got pretty confusing at that point.
Yeah.
But the weirdest thing is that they all seem so real. All of them. Like, the Jaspers, Alex, Ryan, Quinn, they all had personalities and thoughts and feelings and dreams of their own. And all of that, all of that is happening in our heads. It's just massive how much our brains are juggling at any given moment. Every atom of every neuron, of every thought, of every Jasper. You know, even us, we think of ourselves in a reality. We're being dreamt by someone, and someone is dreaming that someone who's dreaming.
What's 25 minus 8?
25 minus 8?
Just keeping you humble.
Ha. How was your time with Mrs. Hills?
It was fine. It was good. Boring.
Really?
Yeah. It's 17, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
I'm plugged in whenever you're both ready.
Hey, Benny. Don't call me Benny. What would you call it if Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker were all Lucids?
Oliver, please, not now.
A dreamscape? Why did we put you in charge of jokes? Get absolutely yard mapped. What are they doing? I think they're making TikToks. For yard's sake, are you serious? Go knock.
Hi, Jasper, right?
Yes?
Hi, can I help you? And you must be Jasper Prime.
No, don't call him that.
You don't mind if we call you Quinn, do you?
Do I know you?
Kind of. I used to be a Jasper too, but now I'm just normal Benjamin. No offense.
None taken.
And to prove that I'm normal, I brought my totally normal friend, Robin. Robin. Do you mind if we come in? Yeah, sure. We were actually about to make dinner. Do you want some?
Great.
Come on in.
Robin, because we're on a secret mission. What? Like Batman. Oh my. Come on.
And then Gorgablox 5000 is like sneaking up like a little too close for comfort, and then he stabs Lumber Sweats. Like right.
I started crying.
Right,
I actually
right. So you're like
started crying.
heartbroken, but then it turns out that it was all just a hologram, and Lumber Sweats is still safe in the Temple of Slip Slap.
End of episode 1.
Like, I can't believe you guys don't know this show.
Nope.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's like
It's the best.
Just the best.
Basically.
Do you guys want dessert? I was actually gonna have some apple pieces. Does anybody else want some?
Free apple pieces? Yes, please.
Thank you, Robin. Anyone else? Okay, well, I'm just gonna have some ice cream. So I'll have ice cream too.
Yeah, I'll get you some too.
Is that the same apple you had in the cult?
What? I remember everywhere you went, like anytime I saw you, you always had an apple. What, did I say something?
Quinn.
Jasper? Yeah?
I'm really sorry.
Quinn.
Whoa! 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 Holy!
Go after him!
Hi.
What's going on? Lucids and dreamscapes and stuff. I don't know. There's probably a Discord somewhere.
What?
God, they're fast. I'll catch up, Benjamin. I'll catch up. Mrs. Hills, are you seeing this?
He's running through dreamscapes. Don't let him get away.
Howdy.
Quinn! What in tarnation is going on? Where did he go?
What are you doing?
I am trying to knock myself out in order to get back to my dreamscape, which is also Benjamin's reality, while Benjamin chases your friend Quinn, who is actually the lost memory of a grieving mother's son, and is also apparently really good at getting into the dreamscapes of other people such as yourself. I also wash the dishes.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry if this is confusing.
I spent almost 48 hours with 5 grown men whose religion focused on sacrificing bananas in my name, so it's all good.
Life, right?
Yeah. You gonna knock yourself out?
Yeah, it's actually harder than it looks. I think I need to distract myself. What's that?
What's what?
This is insane.
Oliver, what are you doing?
Benjamin, can you hear me?
Kinda busy, Oliver!
Jump into his dreamscape. What? It'll take him by surprise. It'll give you the higher ground for just a moment. Just jump into his dreamscape.
You sure?
Absolutely not, but if you've got a better idea. Now's the time, dude!
Fair enough.
Benny.
Look at what you've done.
And never come back!
What was that?
He's a lucid. At some point in my dreams, he became a lucid. That's how he left my dreamscape. That's how he got into your dreams.
Well, of course I prefer Angeli, but I find the comparison to Dickinson quite unfair. But how can it be global warming if it's getting colder? You see what I mean?
A tree! A tree! A tree! A tree!
There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
Quinn! Quinn! It's over. There's nowhere to go in this guy's head.
A tree! A tree!
It's your mother, Quinn.
A tree!
She asked me
To bring me back to her? Quinn? No. She didn't want me then. Why should she have me now?
Look, I don't know everything, but she is desperate to see you. You're a memory, Quinn. Her son died in her reality, and you are her memory of him. All that time, you were in her dreams.
In her dreamscape, I know, I found out. But she didn't want me there. She told me every time I saw her that I was nothing. She tried to kick me out, not just out of the house, but out of her life. She told me to leave and never come back. So I found someone who gave me a way out, and I tried my hardest to move on and tell myself that she's not my family, that I can choose my own family, and I did. And I'm not coming back. Not now that she's changed her mind.
Quinn, please. You know that this is the right thing to do.
Benjamin, what is in this for you, man? What did she promise you?
That's not what this is about.
You don't know, do you? You haven't seen it yet, I can tell. You don't know why you were so desperate to join the cult in the first place. You've been so busy bouncing around in your little dreamt-up life that you've never stopped to ask yourself if it's the one really worth living. It was Isabelle, Benjamin. She left you. You got bored of her and you found someone else, and so she packed up her and your daughter, and they left you because of what you did. So don't talk to me about doing the right thing. Quinn, go home, Benjamin. And tell the woman who sent you that I'm not coming back. I'll be with the only family I know. Don't come looking for me.
Where did he go? Hello? What was I saying? I can't remember. A tree! A tree! A tree! A tree! A tree! A tree!
No one ever told me how quiet love can be. There are people getting married in the backseat